Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Liana. Today's video is in collaboration with my friend Rina from RinaReviews. I approached her about doing a video and she very kindly agreed, so I'm going to leave her channel and her video down below for you guys to check out. And we are both discussing pushy or invasive marketing tactics in the beauty community. And I had this idea because it's been very bad lately. The amount of emails that I have received has been ridiculous. And I want to make it very clear that yes, companies are doing their job. They're trying to sell a product. But when does that become too much? There is a line, and companies need to be aware that there is a line between, hi, I am so-and-so, this is my company, I am going to try and sell something to you, and I'm going to bombard you with messages multiple times a day to the point where you no longer feel safe checking your email. Because I think we're definitely, myself included, in a spot right now in the beauty community where we are inundated with so many of these messages that it becomes an issue for us. We buy more and more things, maybe we don't necessarily need them, and a lot of it has to do with the messages we surround ourselves with. And a lot of it is pushy marketing. So a lot of this is not just my experience. I know it's friends' experiences, and it may be your experience. So I have the Sephora app on my phone. I have Ebates on my phone. I'm thinking about deleting the Sephora app because I get push notifications. Hey, you left something in your cart. No, I didn't leave it there. It's I didn't mean to buy it, you know? If I left it there, I left it there on purpose. I don't need you to remind me of it, especially not every day. This can really get to me, and then they start sending the emails, not just push notifications, but emails. A watched cart never sleeps, this sort of thing. 100% of the makeup that we don't buy is makeup that we miss. No. No. Please stop it. It's kind of harmful. I feel like I get into a state of mind where I'm trying not to buy stuff. You're making me want to buy stuff. I have to have personal responsibility here for myself, my state of mind, and my purchases. So could you not do that, you know? The amount of messages I get from other companies that maybe, like I live in Canada, okay? I get interested about international companies. I go to their website just to see how expensive something is going to be because I get curious. I'll add something in my cart. I have to put in an email address in order to go through and see how much shipping is going to be. And they don't stop with the emails. You should see how many emails I received from Sigma over Mother's Day weekend. You'll see them on screen. How many Mother's Day emails I received from Sigma. Prior to that, how many emails I received from Sigma. Sigma, you need to stop. Every few hours, it seems like, they email me. Some companies, it's like, okay, I get an email maybe once a week. That's fine. This was once every few hours. I heard you the first time. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. If I want something, I will come to you. I will. Actually, no, that's not true. I won't come to you because you will give me customs fees. So I will order you from an authorized retailer. But you know what I mean? I don't need that much spam. It is. It gets to the point where it's spam, and I don't need it.
This is just to give you a basic idea of what I'm talking about. These are a whole bunch of emails I had chucked in the bin, as I typically do with these, and I screenshotted them and just thought that I would use a little program to capture this for you, just to show you, I really am being inundated with these. And like I said, I do like perusing makeup, but I don't like being bombarded with emails.
Juvia's Place is another one. Look at this. They send out the same message to my email 3 times, 4 times in a row in a 24-hour period before they finally stop. And it does get to the point where it's like, okay, I don't want this anymore. I'm just going to opt out of emails. I'm the type of person where, yeah, if you have a sale, I'm curious, but I don't necessarily want to hear about it that many times. It's annoying. If I'm in a delicate mind state, it might push me over the edge and make me want to buy something when I don't need it. And I know that there are many of you who probably feel the same way. That's why there's a makeup rehab community with people trying to go on a low buy or a no buy because they know that their spending is getting out of control. And this is part of the reason why. Definitely certain personality types are more susceptible to this than others. If you already have some issues with your spending, then this might get under your skin. If you have an addictive personality in one area of your life, even if you've gotten control over that, it can bleed into your spending habits. I've seen it happen. I have friends who have had issues with this. And I know people like to assume that addiction isn't a thing when it comes to an area of spending. I disagree. It is. Addiction is anything to do with overconsumption of anything. With an addictive mindset, you have the need for more. And that can go for any area of your life, including, let's say, makeup. If makeup isn't your thing, then maybe you love Funko figurines. Maybe you buy one and you get addicted. You buy more and more and more. And people might think that that is not an excuse, but you would be surprised. And that is why it's also very irresponsible of brands to be posting those makeup memes, which I did touch on in a previous video of mine, marketing tactics that bother me, which I will link below as well. There are so many makeup memes on social media from brands posting about irresponsible spending, kind of laughing at the people who would rather put makeup spending over paying their bills. Like making a joke out of this. It's not a joke. There are people out there who would do that, and that's not funny. And maybe you're not a person who does this, and you're looking at this meme and thinking like, yeah, that's totally me at Sephora spending all that money, but you know, it's a problem. If you would even think about spending that much money at Sephora rather than buying yourself a good meal, if you haven't had enough groceries in a while. This is a huge problem. It's basically like a person in a position of power telling you what you should prioritize, which is unhealthy. And again, because I can't look at my phone right now, I'm going to leave some of these up on the screen. Some of them you will have seen in the previous video I did. A lot of them just have to do with how much money you're spending on makeup, making fun of being broke, making fun of how much makeup you have, and disregarding that this is a real problem that some people have. Let's talk about MLMs. If you don't know what that is, multi-level marketing. Another thing I'm going to link below is a really good video by John Oliver from Last Week Tonight, because he is much more well-spoken than I am. And surely you can learn much more from him than you can from me. However, I am going to try to tell you what a multi-level marketing brand is, because people in beauty videos don't address this. And that's a bit of a problem, because younger people entering the beauty industry, including on beauty YouTube, don't know what MLMs are. And they should. So some of this information was taken from Wikipedia. However, I am going to draw you a photo to better explain it in my own words. So an MLM is also sometimes referred to as a pyramid scheme because of how it works. Now, there are legal loopholes that a lot of these businesses use to get around being penalized by different states by the law. And some of them are more legitimate than others in terms of compensating their employees. But many of them are not good businesses. Many of them, you will not make a profit, and they are very insidious. So most likely what happens in an MLM, there are two different streams of commission. The first comes from a payout of sales made by the participants or the employees directly to their own retail customers. So that's direct sales. The second stream of commission can be paid out from commissions based on sales made by other participants. So let's talk about that. Let's draw this out for you. I have a nice big sketch pad here. So the first stream of compensation is going to be from one distributor to one customer. The second stream, which is much more likely, is going to come from the top down and then go back up. So let's say you have the person at the top. They get their supply from a manufacturer. They recruit customers. So let's say they recruit 3 people. Of course, my pen doesn't want to write this way. So they recruit 3 different people. Those 3 people buy their products from up top. Then those 3 people have to go on to recruit more people if they have any chance of making any profit, which they still won't. So let's say they each recruit 3 more. Those 3 people are now buying from them. And it just continues from there. So these people are recruiting. And these people are buying from them, buying from them, buying from them. The only person that it has any chance of making any real profit is the one at the very top. And this is the person they'll use as an example of being a successful entrepreneur. So when a person joins an MLM, it's because they see this person making that much money. They never have a chance of making, because they are always going to be chasing profit from product that they're never able to completely cover the cost of, because they're always buying from above them, selling to below them. It's basically just a cycle. 99% of people who join an MLM make no money or make very little money. And that is a statistic from several years ago, so there's a chance that that statistic has gotten even worse. Yeah. So just think about that. Think about some really popular companies right now that you may have heard of. Unique is one of the big ones. Lip Sense is another. These people are so aggressive in their selling tactics and recruitment tactics because they have to be. They're desperate. Have you ever come across these people online? Because I have. And yeah, they're like, they're not asking you, would you like to try Unique? They're telling you, try Unique. This will work for you. And the chances are, if you buy into that and if you buy one of their products, then they're going to try to recruit you. And then you are going to end up buying product from them to sell to somebody else. That's just the way it works. And none of these people are making any money. So think about that the next time you buy from one of these companies. It's not a good business structure. It's not really even a business. And the thing is, too, is that this person at the top, they count on the people below them losing profits. They need that to happen. And so if these people down here go to the person at the top and tell them what's happening, hey, I'm losing money on this, they will just perpetuate that to them, tell them that that's fine, this is to be expected, you'll make money later, just so that this cycle will keep continuing and they'll make more money. Insidious, right? Yeah. And just remember, too, that movement up the pyramid, which is usually guaranteed by the people up here, that's impossible. You're never going to get higher than what you are. What's going to happen is there's just going to be more people below you. But there's never a chance of you actually moving up. So a few statistics here, and again, these are older, so they've probably gotten worse. Annual income in direct sales is $2,400. That is less than what some people make in a month. In October 2010, some representatives said 30% make no money, and 54% of the remaining 70% only make $93 before costs. They do still have to pay the people above them. Remember that. So any money they make, that's not their total revenue. And they roughly make about $1.50 an hour. If you were to come up with an actual salary, these people work on commission. Yikes. Yeah. So again, just remember this the next time you're considering buying from one of these companies. Or pursuing this as a form of income. I think I've already covered everything. I actually thought this was going to be much longer. Oh, okay. Well, I hope that this was enlightening, hopefully. Please check out Rina's video after this, or before this, whatever. I really don't mind. Just make sure to support her. And thanks so much to Rina for agreeing to collaborate with me on this, and hopefully we can do it again sometime. I post Mondays and Fridays here on this channel, usually around 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.